What's up, guys, and welcome back to It's Just Reviews. And today we're on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, and we will be taking a look at 6 different restaurants that stood out to us while we're on the island. Puerto Rican food is interwoven with the original Taino people, African, and Spanish cultures. What you're left with is the very definition of a well-blended melting pot of food and culture. I made it my mission while on the island to find the best mofongo. So let me know in the comments if I succeeded or failed. All right, let's get started. Now, we stayed at the Grand Hyatt Reserve Resort. If you haven't taken a look at that tour of that resort, go check that out on my channel as well. Now, this resort has 5 different sit-down restaurants, which was convenient, but the convenience came at a price because they really hit the wallet pretty hard. Our first night we ate at Nectar, which is a Puerto Rican restaurant on the resort. I ordered the Del Pillon, where you create your own base, pick your protein and your sauce. I went with the mofongo, of course, and shrimp and garlic sauce. The mofongo was flavorful, the texture was nice and went well with the shrimp. The shrimp was fresh and the garlic sauce, let me tell you, was garlicky. So if you like garlic, you'll like this dish. We had the cake for dessert. So overall, I give this place a 7.5. The meal was good, but it was pricey. Between me, my wife, and the kiddo, it was a little over $185. Next up is Water's Edge. Now, Water's Edge is another restaurant on the resort campus. We ate here several times, mainly for breakfast though. Dinner was heavily Caribbean influenced, your standard burgers and sandwiches, nothing really to brag on. Breakfast time is where it really stood out. We ate here almost every morning. Now, normally I don't like buffets, but this one was special. It had a cheese bar. It had a protein section where you could get bacon, eggs, and sausage. You could make your own omelet if you wanted to. It had a section for pancakes and waffles. You had a bread section where you can get different types of breads and bagels that you can have toasted. It had a fruit section where it had a lot of different types of fruit that you normally wouldn't see at a buffet. So overall, I really give this buffet an 8.5 out of 10. But this high rating does come at a price. The buffet is $35 a person. So we spent at least $100 each time we ate here. So it was pricey, but it was well worth it. Third on our list is La Morella. Now this we would call a hole in the wall back home. And to me, these places have the best food, and this place was no different. It was located near the entrance of El Yunque Rainforest. The food was simply awesome. We tried a little bit of everything. There was a guy on the grill grilling chicken and pork. We had some shrimp tacos. They had this passion fruit drink that was really delicious. The best thing by far, though, was the pork. It was tender, had perfect grill marks on it. It was really delicious. And best of all, it was cheap. I think altogether we may have spent $30. So if you're on your way to El Yunque Rainforest, stop here. You definitely won't regret it. Next up, we have Prime 787. Now, this is a steakhouse back on the resort. And in a nutshell, I say don't bother. It's pricey, and honestly, the food doesn't live up to the hype. I've got to give credit where it's due, though. The wait staff was top-notch. We waltzed in there about 40 minutes before closing, and they still treated us like royalty. We took a chance on the grilled octopus for a starter. My wife liked it, but I really didn't like it. The steak, although perfectly cooked, had no seasoning whatsoever. I mean, where's the flavor? The truffle fries we had with the steak, and we also had some Brussels sprouts. They were just meh at best. The final bill was a whopping $215, and honestly, it wasn't worth it. My advice, steer clear. Consider yourself warned. Number 5 on our list is Toronto. Now, this place was recommended by someone at the resort. It's nestled in a strip mall right on the water, so it really sets a perfect vibe. We started our feast with the tostones with spicy crab. Now, this was a flavor explosion that felt like deconstructed sushi. I can't really recommend this enough. Definitely ordering this again if I'm ever back. For the main course, I dove into the shrimp mofongo with garlic sauce, which was a symphony of textures and flavors. But that wasn't the star. Let's talk about that chuleta can. This piece of meat was a work of art. It was crispy, salty, bursting with flavor. It was almost too pretty to eat. And the prices were fair, but once you have drinks and appetizers, the tab for the three of us was around $86, but it was worth every penny. Last on our list is a culinary journey in the heart of Old San Juan, and we landed at Barachina. Now, this place is rumored to be the birthplace of the Pina Colada. Locals might debate that, but the line outside hinted at something special. The anticipation grew during our hour-long wait, yes, an hour long, before we could get in and have a bite to eat, but it gave us a chance to shop a little bit at some shops nearby and have some rolled ice cream. Now, as we approached the bar, there was bustling activity which affirmed that the Pina Coladas had legendary status here. So, was it worth the hype?
Yes! Hell yeah!
Yes, it was thick, creamy, coconutty, almost like ice cream. These Pina Coladas were a delight. Now, I opted for the version because I was the designated driver, and I actually preferred that one over the original. So even if I was there again and I was a designated driver, I'd probably get the virgin one again. It was that good. Now for dinner, I went with the mofongo with the skirt steak, and the steak was unbelievably tender. You didn't even need teeth to chew it. And the sauce, it was reminiscent of the hearty pot roast gravy, perfectly complemented the plantains. This, my friend, might just be the best meal I had while in Puerto Rico. Now, of course, excellence comes at a cost, and our ticket for three amounted to around $102. It was pricey, but for an unforgettable culinary experience, it was worth every penny. So that wraps up our flavorful journey, my friends. Thank you for being part of this delicious adventure through Puerto Rico's culinary wonders. Share your go-to spots and hidden gems in the comments section. Let's keep this foodie conversation alive. Know a mofongo place I missed? Drop the details in the comments. Your insights make these explorations even more exciting. Before you go, show me some love, like, subscribe, and join me on Instagram. As a token of appreciation, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away $100 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum to one or two individuals. Stay tuned for more mouthwatering content, and until then, peace.